Hello team, my name is Mason Venters and I will be representing the team that wants to stay in the current building. So right now we're kind of in debate whether we want to move buildings and go to a new building that has a lesser rent, but with that will also come the fact that we are going to be moving out away from where all our traffic is, kind of where our customers are, and potential businesses that we could be, that could be future customers. Right now in our current building in the city of Lexington, we are among major corporations that might need some advertising. For an ad agency, there's a couple things that they need around them. One are major corporations. Two is going to be companies looking to advertise. And three, they're going to need a lot of traffic. They're going to need to be where there's going to be a lot of traffic flow, such as, cars, pedestrians, anything that's down there that's going to help them understand where their marketing needs to be focused. The new building is going to be in the city of Wilmore. It's kind of 30 minutes outside of Lexington. The rent is going to be much cheaper, but at the same time, we are not going to get that traffic. We have understanding right now of where we need to be marketing for the corporations, what road signs or road billboards we could use, kind of TV advertisements, stuff like that. But if we are outside of the traffic, we drive through it every day. If we're not exposed to that, then another road might become busier and we might want to look at using that billboard instead of a different one on a different street. So some pros and cons of each. Right now, obviously, a pro to being where we are in this building is that, we've got all of the traffic around us. We are exposed to, the traffic flow on a daily basis, although that's kind of frustrating. It also can help us make some of our decisions. It can be a factor that we can look at. We are also very close to our customer base. Like I said, Lexington has many major corporations and some small businesses even that are looking to advertise through us, and we already have a pretty substantial customer base right now. But even just having a sign downtown, in front of our store is going to give us some level of marketing. I really think that that's going to be more beneficial than being, out in Wilmore where we are away from customers. A con to where we are right now is obviously the rent is very expensive. However, I think that we can cut back on some expenses, such as having coffee in the main area as you walk in, laminating a bunch of our papers. There's just various things that I think that we can cut back on that aren't necessary and vital to our company, that might help us cut down on our expenses. Excuse me. Moving out to Wilmore, there's not necessarily major corporations out there. There's really only 2 stoplights. So being out there will be easier to get to, but our future customers, will they really come all the way out there when there's an ad agency, maybe 5-10 minutes away? You've got to look at that. If we do move out there, then we are going to have to increase our marketing as our own company, in the Lexington area, not necessarily doing billboards, but doing flyers, vamping up our emails that we send out to major corporations. We might even have to do some door-to-door business, to the major corporations, setting up meetings and we're going to have to increase that part of our business. So I really view that as a downside. Now, there are some benefits to moving out to Wilmore as well, such as our management is actually going to be closer to the actual building. So, that might not help a majority of our employees, but it will help some of us. So that's just my perspective. I look forward to getting some feedback from you all, but thank you for listening.